In Islamic theology, Abraham left Hagar and Ishmael in Mecca, where the Zamzam water sprang forth, and that is how Ishmael became the father of Arabs. This narrative is rooted in Quran chapter 14 and verse 37 that says, "Our Lord, I have settled some of my descendants in an uncultivated valley near your sacred house," and that house is supposedly the Kaaba. But now let us look at earlier records before the 7th century. In the book of Genesis chapter 21 and verse 21, we are told that Ishmael settled in the wilderness of Paran. So where is Paran? According to geography, Paran is in the Sinai region, the south of Canaan, the north of Arabian Peninsula. And before you get confused, I know you must have heard of Mount Sinai, where Moses received the 10 commandments when the Israelites were coming from Egypt. So you get the idea that Sinai is between Egypt and Israel. But let's move on. Outside of this biblical reference, Encyclopedia Britannica identifies Paran with Sinai Desert, not Mecca. The distance between Mecca and Sinai today is roughly about 1,200 kilometers. That is approximately 746 miles. So that is not a minor shift. That is a major relocation. A journey that involves such a great man, a patriarch of faith like Abraham, journeying across the desert for over 1,200 kilometers, but still there is no record whatsoever to back it up. Not in Jewish writing, not in Greek geography, not in Babylonian records, in any history at all of the world is it recorded that this relocation happened. Just the Quran. Like I mentioned yesterday, Josephus recorded the history of Abraham in details, and he even gave us insights concerning the descendants of Ishmael, and never for once did he attach it to Mecca. Now, the Muslims will argue that the Bible has been corrupted, it has been altered. But even if that claim is made, don't you think that you should have evidence outside of the Quran before the 7th century that is going to corroborate your claims? But unfortunately, there is none. So will that mean that the Christians were so powerful that they were able to team up with Greek geographers, with the Roman authority that was persecuting them, with Jews who wanted nothing to do with Christians, to corrupt their own records? So the question before you today is simple. Is there any other evidence outside the Quran and the Hadith that places Ishmael in Mecca before the 7th century? Because when geography moves, we should and we must inquire why.